Roy Grace is a man who is a copper because he genuinely wants to make the world a better place.
Grace is completely married to the job. He's just a career copper, and that is his life.
And he's been left with his own mystery for many years, when his wife Sandy just walked out on his birthday, came home and she was gone. And for years, he has been stuck.
It's a fascinating character, you know, it's like a brilliant detective who can't solve the disappearance of his own wife. And he's obviously tried everything. So he's haunted by that, and he's very, you know, he seems like a lonely guy. When we meet him in Dead Simple, he is at a very low ebb. He's under investigation. There's a court case going on. The people upstairs are very angry with him because he used a medium in a case.
After the last time, why? What were you thinking?
Vosper and Grace have a history, so it's difficult for her because he's likely to come up with the goods, but he'll do it by breaking the rules.
So he's been relegated to cold cases.
I know it's a live inquiry, and well, these days you're more at home with the dead, but to do with a bit of the old Grace magic, come on, for old times?
Glenn Branson asks for his help in a case that he's dealing with.
And so he brings Grace back into the fold, and gradually Grace gets more and more into it and takes over the case, really. And they kind of end up working together as the tag team that they used to be.
Glenn puts him on a dating site, makes him go on this disastrous date.
Too much?
He just tries to put a bit of life into him, really, because he's seeing a different side to his friend. So it's really about just pushing Grace to do things that, you know, that he hasn't done before.
John Simm is pretty much exactly how I imagined Roy Grace looking when I first created him. John has really captured Grace's humanity and his intelligence, and that maverick streak in him that, you know, he will go the extra mile. You know, if he thinks that a medium or a clairvoyant or a pendulum dowser may be able to help him, even if it means he risks getting suspended, if it's going to help him solve the case, he'll sometimes take a risk that a lot of police officers might not.
I think what John brings to a character is always an emotional intensity and honesty. They're always grounded. You always believe them.
I believe John as a copper. I really do believe him. He has about him an inner strength that you can see. I think that all my fans are going to really be delighted.